If I told you to close your eyes and imagine a live-action kids film from the early 2000s, what is it that you see? For me, I see a story about a misunderstood kid going through some new experience, learning a life lesson, maybe about family or friendship or self-respect. On its face, Walt Disney Pictures' Max Keeble's Big Move might seem like your standard kids' fare, but to me, it's something more. This is a film about power, who wields it and how, and its perspective on these topics is unlike any work of children's entertainment that I've seen, at least from this era. Max Keeble follows the titular Max through his first week of junior high, where despite his new look and attitude...
Well, it's really part of my whole new attitude, what I like to call my fatitude.
Yo, don't crowd the man, dude. He has fatitude.
Max finds himself the victim of torment and abuse at the hands of the school's numerous colourful bullies. When his father receives a promotion requiring the family relocate to Chicago, Max sets out on a quest of revenge, seeking to set right the many wrongs that have been done to him, his friends, and his peers. Around the halfway point of the film, the audience will find this scene in which Max's father comes to speak with his son about the upcoming move. And it's here that the audience is given the thesis statement of the movie. Paraphrased, stand up for yourself. Change starts with you.
I'm sorry we sprung this on you, Max, but it was sort of sprung on me the same way.
I just can't see why we can't stay.
Well, sometimes in life, you gotta do things that you don't want to do because other people who have power over you tell you to do them.
No, Dad. I mean, if you rise up and show that you're not afraid, those people will no longer have control over your life.
As I've previously said, on its face, this all seems pretty standard for a story of this type. I'm sure that you can name at least a dozen films off the top of your head with this exact same message. What complicates this for me, what elevates Max Keeble above so many films of its type, is the twist that we're given at the film's climax, in this scene in which Max's classmates all band together, saving him and putting an end to the systems of abuse and exploitation that they are all victims of.
I'm so scared.
You should be. We're taking back our school.
Yeah, no more being pushed around. No more being stepped on. No more Mr. Not Nice Guy.
Your reign of terror over the student body has come to an abrupt halt.
What?
Yes, please.
So much of the media intended for children present these sorts of large-scale systemic problems as being solvable by the individual. Anyone can be a hero. And while I do broadly understand where this comes from, especially when targeting a very young audience, I do find it lacking. Because yes, change does start with you, but it doesn't end there. Here, change is shown to be the result not of any one individual's actions, but instead the result of the collective. The masses coming together, setting aside their personal differences and uniting against a common enemy. The rich and the powerful. Max Keeble, more like Marx Keeble. Made on a $25 million budget, Max Keeble was a critical and commercial failure upon its initial release in 2001, and I think that's a damn shame. For reference, the budget for all three High School Musicals combined is only $22.2 million, so that's like a staggeringly high budget right there. Don't get me wrong, this is not a profoundly radical text, although it is a radical text. Max still gets his singular moment of heroism, he still gets the girl at the end. The film is very much a product of the time in which it was made, but its being forgotten to history just feels wrong to me. This is a work of art created with passion and vision by a team of incredible men and women. The film features some spectacular set pieces throughout too, including a car chase through the suburban streets, a nighttime heist sequence, a wildly escalating food fight, and this scene where Max threatens to kill a man with his own ice cream truck. Hey, Max? What the fuck, bud? There are dirt bikes and cameos from Tony Hawk. There's sight gags and slapstick. A young boy being tormented by another boy in a frog costume? Sure. And on top of all of this is a socio-political message that has aged like a fine wine. Thinking about it, I can understand why this film was such a failure at the box office. People simply weren't ready to hear what it had to say. Now, though, in 2021, in a time of growing economic inequality, in a time when it could not be any more clear that the rich and the powerful simply do not care for anyone but themselves, I think that we're ready.